Hello, Malifaux Corner. My name is Alex, and I would like to introduce you to our new video segment, Twisted Tactics. These will be a periodic short video segment of tips, tricks, and model synergies that dig into the real meat of Malifaux and kind of show us the deeper mechanics of the game, and really just things that Mario and I think are really awesome and more people should be playing with on a constant basis. Today's segment is going to be focusing on the 10 Thunders, specifically Shenlong, and how you can complete a line in the sand declared in the first turn without your opponent really messing with you, unless they have some really long range mechanics. So, what would you need? Let us see. First off, you can accomplish this with really any number of random guys. You'll of course need Shenlong. You'll need Sensei Yu. A 10 Thunder Brother works very well in this capacity, but again, random guys can fill in for them. And then you'll need at least one peasant. You can start with two if you like, but at least one peasant. This tactic will specifically require these two upgrades. Wandering River style, which will start out on Shenlong, and Promising Disciple. Now let's take a look at this. We've got, let's get rid of those extra windows. I'm new here. Let's look at these upgrades. So specifically, we don't need to worry about Calm Air, Thunderous Voice. We want to look at Mighty Gust specifically. On any 6, it will trigger Changing Winds, or it allows you to remove 3 corpse, scrap, or scheme markers within 3 inches of the target model. Now, notice that this is a pulse, so line of sight doesn't matter, and they can pick them up and place them anywhere within 3 inches regardless of height. That's due to the recent FAQ stuff from Justin, so that's very important. And then notice also, this is how you can give your own crew fast, or if you use it offensively, you can slow down the other crew. We're going to focus on giving our own models fast. All right, so that's Wandering River style. Now let's look at Promising Disciple. The most important part here is Journeyman of the 4 styles. Effectively, this just means that whenever Shenlong discards an upgrade, Sensei Yu can pick it up. And so that'll allow us to transfer Wandering River style from Shenlong onto Sensei Yu. So we're going to use Vassal in order to showcase this in action. So let me pull that up real quick. All right, so here we go. We've got our board set up. Now, really all you need for a board for this tactic to work is you need a clear line to the center line. No walls or whatnot that'll stop pushes. Now, in this case, we've got some forests, which will assume to be dense, severe, and soft cover, that kind of stuff, as most forests are. But we can push through them because push mechanics are not hindered by severe terrain. So that'll work out great. So we kind of jumped the gun here. We got this peasant. This would be your deployment, let's say. Now, this is the bare minimum. Now we're going to assume you're going to have other guys out there on the board, and they're going to be set up however you want them. Maybe some Tengu to fly around. Chiaki might be going through walls, scheme running or getting ready to remove conditions, whatever you like. So this is kind of the bare minimum just to showcase the tactic. So don't think this is all that you can bring. All right, so step 1. Step 1, we've got Shenlong is hanging out down here. At the beginning of his turn, he can choose to have a peasant within 6 inches and line of sight drop a scheme marker, and if it does so, it will immediately spawn another peasant, or summon another peasant to spawn. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. We're going to drop this scheme marker right here, which will spawn Peasant B. Now, he is slowed because he's summoned, so let's go ahead and give him slow. And he'll be right there. Now, remember, Mighty Gust, you can pick up scheme markers within 3 inches. So we give him an aura, and just check it out. This is our 3-inch operational range. All right. So every scheme marker we place has to land within that 3 inches. So keep that in mind. All right. So next up, what we want to do if we want to capitalize on that Mighty Gust ability to give our own models fast is we want to make sure that we load our own dudes up on focus, specifically Shenlong and Sensei Yu, so they can hand out fast. So this peasant, the peasant that just dropped the scheme marker, will activate first and then do his action, provide for the temple. All he does is he needs a 5, and he can give Shenlong 1 condition. And we're going to go with focused is one of the conditions he can give. So we give him focused, and we move on. Your opponent gets to go. This tactic is also really good to start burning activations because there's not a whole lot you're offering up, and you are accomplishing stuff for victory points. So it's a very good stall to see what your opponent's going to do in the meantime. In any case, so peasant 1 has gone. Shenlong has a focus. We need to get some more scheme markers out here now. So let's go ahead and have 10 Thunder Brother here. He's going to go. Now, let me say that 10 Thunder Brother here is just an efficient choice for this. I've done it with multiple archers or a Tengu or whatever those other models you might have that are hanging out. You can have them fill this role in multiple activations, but 10 Thunder Brother can get it done in 1. So 10 Thunder Brother activates. He drops a scheme marker. Now remember, we got to be in that 3-inch bubble of our slowed peasant. So he's looking good right now. And remember, you have to do it within 4 inches or outside 4 inches of our other scheme marker. So let's actually move that over just to make sure we're safe. There we go. So everyone's happy. We've got 4 inches. Now check that out. That means we've got right here where we've got an area within our 3 inches and outside of 4 inches of the other scheme markers. So 10 Thunder Brother has used 1 AP. He's going to use his 0, Dance of the Heavens, which if it goes off on a 1 of any suit, and then the suit dictates a trigger. And the triggers do different buffs. The one specifically we're looking for here is any mask. If you can discard any mask from your hand, he gets to place within 3 inches, which is amazing. So he will place as a 0 way out here, because remember, you just need some of it within the original base, or within the original 3 inches. He places, and he'll use his 2nd AP to scheme marker. And that scheme marker is outside of 4 inches of the other 2 scheme markers, yet within 4 inches of our slowed peasant, which will be our push target. Okay, and that's 10 Thunder Brother. He's done. Now, you can go do whatever you like with other folks, but Shenlong is the next one of importance. When he gets to go, you'll start off, and well, you can do it wherever you like in his order, but he'll need 2 focus to complete this. So he will use his Disciple, which will give him another focus, and whatever other condition you like. So we'll just say 2 focus there. Now, our first target will be this peasant, the slowed one, and you need any 6 for Mighty Gust to go off. So as far as your hand management, you want to make sure you have plenty of 6s or above of any suit to make this plan happen, which generally isn't too hard to do. You can top deck it most of the time, but it's good to have a couple of those, you know, moderate cards, those 6, 7, 8s, whatever, in there. A nifty trick is you can also focus, and then Sensei Yu will actually bump the final duel total by 1. So if you have a 5, you can focus to make this happen, or you can use a focus to do it too, but it's bad. I might be getting ahead of myself. So, right, back to Shenlong. So Shenlong is going to Mighty Gust our peasant. So he Mighty Gusts our peasant. Our peasant picks up these 3 tokens because they're within 3 inches. He then gets to push 5 inches in any direction, and we're going to declare the trigger to make him fast, which cancels out the slow and makes him normal. So we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we get to place those scheme markers again anywhere we want within 3 inches. So if you'll notice, we're not quite there yet on these scheme markers. All right. So we can place them out here, you know, wherever you like. You can put them all on top of each other. You can spread them out. You can do whichever. Now keep in mind, if you put them all on top of each other, they can be removed with a single interact action, because a single interact action will remove everything that isn't base to base with the offending model. So it might be good to spread them out. Do as you like. So that is Peasant. Shenlong has Mighty Gusted 1 Gentleman. And canceled out the Peasant's Slow. Let's go ahead and Mighty Gust Shenlong, or Sansai Yu, and he'll go, which, let's see, we'll gust him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he will gain Fast, which uses up our second focus off Shenlong. All right, and then Shenlong has 1 more AP. Now, you could do, you can move him up, you can move him wherever, or you can Mighty Gust someone else to give them just a boost as far as movement goes. Now, Mighty Gust has a restriction that you can only do it to the same model once per turn. So you can't like Mighty Gust 2 or 3 times and just put all those scheme markers up there. So we're going to assume that another model is out here, like Random Guy. You have Random Guy go, Random Guy can move up. You know, maybe it's a Tengu, and he wants to move 10. Okay, cool. So Random Guy will get to moving. Or we've got our Peasant. Our Peasant, I forgot to move him up. So let's say we go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So there we go. That was the plan. That's right. So these scheme markers here, drag them back so they're going to be within range of said Peasant. All right. So Random Guy can go next. Say he's a Tengu, or say he's Chiaki, or anything that'll move up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if it's going into this forest, we can go with 6, 7, 8. We'll go ahead and assume a move of 4. All right. So you gust 1 guy up. You move all. You consolidate your markers. You move your second guy up, or your other guys move up in advance as normal. The only people that have been gusted right now are Sansai Yu and the Peasant. So, and then Random Guy goes. Whenever we get around to Sansai Yu, he's got 3 attempts to gust. All right. But the important thing is right now he doesn't have Wandering River style. That's where that Peasant comes in that we moved forward and gave Fast. The summoned Peasant now will use his 2 action to sacrifice for the temple, which allows Shenlong to take a 0 action, which he will then pick up another upgrade, any of the other upgrades you're looking for as far as Fermented River, Low River, High River, and then Sansai Yu will use Promising Disciple to pick up that Wandering River style and give himself the Mighty Gust ability. So this guy, thanks for coming out, is gone. So what we can do here is now Sansai Yu has Wandering River style. He will Mighty Gust, or sorry, not Mighty Gust. He'll use his Air Burst, and he will push the 10 Thunder Brother. Air Burst is a similar thing to Mighty Gust, except it doesn't allow you to pick up scheme markers. What it does allow you to do is it allows you to gain an automatic trigger for focus. All right, so he will Air Burst the 10 Thunder Brother, and say he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. All right, and then for his second AP, he can now Mighty Gust the 10 Thunder Brother. All right, so obviously he's going to be within 3 inches of those scheme markers. He will move up maybe a token amount, take those 3 scheme markers, boom, right on the center line. Now, we can either give him fast with the focus that we got from Airburst, or we can save it for ourselves. You can do whatever you like there, depending on what your situation requires. But we still need to get one more marker onto that center line. So, if need be, he can use his 0 action to use that focus, or to use Disciple, copy Shenlong, and with any 5, give himself 2 conditions, just like Shenlong can. So we'll of course gain a focus and then whatever you like. We will then use that focus to use Wandering River Style's Calm Air Thunderous Voice. Now, Sansai Yu comes with this ability, so it doesn't matter if he has the upgrade or not. But effectively what it does is it allows us to lower his focus value and take an interact action without spending AP. So we're going to lower that focus value from 2 to 1. And he's going to drop a scheme marker. All right, so we've got 1 AP left, and how are we going to get that there? Well, Mighty Gust, because Mighty Gust is amazing. We're going to Mighty Gust Random Guy. We could even Mighty Gust the other peasant, but I would suggest Random Guy, and I'll say why in a minute. So, Random Guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's obviously within 3 inches of the center line. Boop! There's your 4th scheme marker, right on the center line for a completed line in the sand on turn 1. Fast goes away, and you can carry out the rest of your turn. Now, why didn't we want to gust that peasant? Because then at the start of turn 2, we only have 1 peasant out. Shenlong can use his ability again to take a scheme marker, or make that peasant drop a scheme marker and summon another peasant in base-to-base with himself. So you now gain another activation again. And then if, say, you know, plant explosives or any kind of scheme marker scheme that you took could require a scheme marker, you have another one that you can start Mighty Gusting around the table as well. So that is how you can accomplish Line in the Sand on turn 1, using a couple of models, but specifically taking Wandering River Style and Promising Disciple. I hope that's informative. If in the future we are, you know, going to be taking different tactics from different factions, of course. So if you have a favorite tactic for your faction and you'd like to submit it to put it up here and broadcast it, then just send it in to Voices of Mars, or you can send it to myself or Mario directly through other channels or on the Weird Forum. So yeah, if you like this tactic, let me know what you think. If you don't, I'd be interested in hearing it too. So thank you, and we'll catch you later, guys.